Which of the following primarily determines the size of an atom? Here are the options. The correct answer is option A, electron cloud. Why are autotrophs placed at the first trophic level in a food chain? Here are the options, and the correct answer is option A, because they manufacture their own food from inorganic substances. A simple permanent tissue that provides mechanical support and flexibility to plant parts such as stems and tendrils is Collenchyma. What is the primary safety function of the green insulated earth wire in a domestic circuit, particularly for metallic appliances? Here are the options. The correct answer is option C, to provide a low resistance path to ensure leakage current keeps the appliance potential to that of earth, preventing severe shocks. Match the following, so you have to match it, and the correct answer is option C, that is acid rain, pH less than 5.6 harms aquatic life. B, indigestion, option 2, antacid neutralize excess acid. C, tooth decay occurs when pH less 5.5 in the mouth. And B, strain, option 4, neutralized by baking soda. A male patient has low sperm motility. Which gland are most likely to be not functioning properly? The correct answer is option B, that is prostate gland and seminal vesicles. Metals high in the activity series are generally extracted by option B, electrolytic reduction. How is the movement of tendrils similar to other tropic movement in plants? Option B, it involves directional growth in response to a stimulus. According to Bury's scheme, what is the maximum number of electrons that the M shell can accommodate? Option A, 18. What is meant by a reduction reaction? Option C, gain of electrons. A stone is thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 49 meters per second. What is the maximum height reached by the stone before it momentarily comes to rest? The option C is correct. That is 122.5 meters. We have the solution. Initial velocity 49. Final velocity at maximum height is 0. Acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. So, at the maximum height, the stone momentarily stops. That is, then you have final velocity 0, and using this formula, you will get the answer. There is a shortcut also. You can apply this formula also to get the answer. What can be said about the shape of velocity time graph for an object moving with non-uniform acceleration? Option B, it is a curved line. Which of the following statements are true about the image formed by a concave mirror? So, the option C is correct. That is third one. A concave mirror forms a real, inverted, and point-sized image at its focus when the object is placed at infinity. Which of the following is the example of a physical change that occurs during the formation of a solution? Option B, dissolution of salt in water. The energy stored in an object due to its position or configuration is called option C, potential energy. Which category of sound frequency is used by rhinoceros, whales, and elephants for communication? Option A, infrasound. Which property distinguishes a compound from a mixture? Option D, it has a mixed composition and a definite properties. Why is variation important in sexually reproducing plants? Here the option and the correct answer is option B. It increases the chances of survival by enabling adaptation to environment changes. The epithelial tissue that forms the linking of kidney tubules and the ducts of salivary glands is option D. Cuboidal epithelium. A ray of light strikes a plane mirror at an angle of 30 degrees with the normal. What is the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray? Option B, 60 degree. So here the solution also, you can have a look on this. Match the following statement about respiration with their correct features. So here you are. The correct answer is option D, that is aerobic respiration. Option 4 requires oxygen. And aerobic respiration. Option first, that is does not require oxygen. C. Pyruvate breakdown in the presence of oxygen take place in the option second mitochondria. D. Glucose breakdown in the absence of oxygen takes place in the option 3 cytoplasm. Esters are. Here you are, and the correct answer is option B, that is sweet smelling. A 7-volt battery is connected in series with 5 resistor resistance 0.1, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6 and 12.4 ohm. What is the current flowing through 12.4 ohm resistor? So here you are, and the correct answer is option A, that is 0.58. You can find the solution below. Which of the following is a characteristic features of asexual reproduction? So these are the options, and the correct answer is option D. It involves only one parent. What does the area under a velocity time graph represent? Here you are, and the correct answer is option C. Displacement of the object during that time interval. Option C is the correct one. When is the work done by a constant force on an object maximum? Option D is correct, when the force acts in the same direction as the displacement. Which of the following correctly represents the total number of atoms in one molecule of ammonium sulphate? Option B, 50. Cytoplasm is composed of an aqueous ground substance known as cytosol. Option B, cytosol is the correct one. Which of the following quantities is measured in cubic centimeter? Option A, volume. If you want to make water evaporate faster, what should you do? Option A, increase the temperature and expose it to a fan. The Rutherford gold foil experiment established the presence of option B, nucleus. A ray of light traveling parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror after reflection. Option C, passes through the principal focus. Which roasting operation is used to remove sulfur from a sulphide ore? Option C, oxidizing. The pattern formed by iron fillings around a bar magnet represents option D, magnetic field lines. Consider the following statement, select the correct option. Baking soda is a mild, non-corrosive basic salt. Statement B, it can neutralize acids and help relieve stomach acidity. So, both these statements are correct. Option B is the correct answer. What happens to the lining of uterus when the egg is not fertilized? Option C. It breaks down and discharges through the vagina. Which of the following correctly describe fragmentation as a matter of asexual reproduction? Option A is correct. The parent organism breaks into two or more pieces and each piece develops into a new organism. Option A is the correct one. In a eukaryotic cell observed under a microscope, which three main components are visible? Option B, plasma membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm. What happens to a substance when it undergoes reduction in a chemical reaction? Option D is correct. It gains electrons. Why are megaphones, loud hailers, and some musical instrument designed with a tube followed by a conical opening? So here you are the answer. The options are there. The correct answer is option C, to direct most of the sound waves forward toward the audience without spreading them. Option C is correct. Which of the following reaction is an example of reduction reaction? Here the option, the correct answer is option D, that is CO plus H2, Cu plus H2O. That is cupric oxide plus H2 is copper plus H2O. The sensation of feeling full after eating enough food is perceived in which part of the brain? These are the options, and correct answer is option B, that is forebrain. A car is moving with uniform velocity v. Which of the following statement is correct about its velocity time graph? Option A, the slope of the graph is 0. Read the following statement and select the most appropriate option. Here you are, and the correct answer is option D, that is both statements 1 and 2 are correct. Statement 1, when a ball is thrown vertically upward, its velocity decreases at a rate of g due to acceleration due to gravity. And second, the acceleration due to gravity acts downward even when the ball moves upward. So both these statements are correct. During non-uniform motion of an object along a straight line, option A, the velocity changes with time and the change in velocity over a time interval is non-zero. The non-directional movement of plants. The non-directional movement of plants in response to the stimulus of sunlight is called photonasty. A person is prescribed spectacles with a power of plus 2D. Which type of lens is used in their spectacles? So option A, convex lens. Using cracked crockery to grow small plant is an example of repurpose. Option D, repurpose. In which of the following situation is pregnancy least likely to occur? Option A, when the egg is not released from the ovary. Which of the following statement is correct about the direction of magnetic field lines inside a current carrying solenoid? Option A is correct. That is, the magnetic field lines are parallel to the axis of solenoid and directed from its south pole to its north pole. So that's all for today, everyone, and we're going to cover more questions in next PYQ series. Meanwhile, I'm requesting everyone to please subscribe my channel so that you will get the notification from my next video. Click the like button, share to your friend. Please write down your feedback in the comment box. Thank you all. Bye. See you in the next video.